Hey, it's Dan Ratcliffe from Footprints on 104.7 The Fish, and we're here at the Chick-fil-A Leadercast, and we're about to talk to Andy Stanley, the pastor of North Point Church. Let's see what Andy has to say.
Well, life's full of uncertainty, especially a leader, whether you're leading your family, an organization, a church. What necessitates leadership is uncertainty. When all the uncertainty goes away, there's really no need for leadership. Everything's on autopilot at that point.
Right.
So the challenge of a leader is to be able to have the self-confidence or the confidence in God to face uncertainty and make decisions with limited amounts of information, stand up and cast a compelling vision knowing you can't control the future, you're just going to lead people into it. But it's just a permanent part of the leadership landscape.
How do you go about living out your life of faith to have the story that you want to have in the end?
Well, the question, what story do you want to tell, it's an important question in every aspect of life. Parenting, how we respond to our kids, in our marriages, in business, and church. It's just pausing to say, one day I'm going to look back in the rearview mirror, and as big a deal as this is now, one day it is really nothing more than a story I tell. How did I respond to this temptation? How did I respond to this challenge? How did I respond to a son or a daughter that went prodigal for a while? How did I respond to this illness? So to pause and to say, okay, when this is nothing more than a story I tell, how do I want to tell it? And that is a very sobering question, and I think creates some space for people emotionally to take a deep breath and to rethink the dynamic that they're facing in the moment. Because in the moment, it's all about the moment, but every moment is eventually the rearview mirror, and it's simply a story we're going to tell. I think the key to my success as a family person, as a family man or husband, is really my wife. Mm-hmm. Years ago, she discovered that she decided her goal was not to sort of ride herd on the schedule. Her goal was to create an environment at home that was so attractive that I didn't want to leave and that I wanted to come back to. And she has done such an extraordinary job of that. I really don't like to travel. I love to come home. It's not a discipline. It's not hey, I need to go home and fulfill my role as a husband or as a parent. I love being at home. I love going home. And she created that draw. And so I love going to work. And then I love coming home. And when a man or a woman has that dynamic in their life, it makes the scheduling challenges far easier.
Thanks so much to Andy Stanley for sharing your thoughts for us on Footprints. If you'd like to hear more Footprint stories, you can go to thefishatlanta.com and click on the Footprints banner and find all the stories there.